Dr. A back in the garden. What a garden we have. We're at California Spring Trials, and boy, are we seeing some fabulous things at a fabulous location. This is Pacific Plug-in Liner, and they always do wonderful things. And April Erin Murray has been with this company for more than 10 years, and she knows what she's talking about. And what I was really struck with, and I know the growers are looking at this, are these beautiful primrose. I love primrose. And boy, what PPL have done with this is the ballerina series which is out there now. And I'm so excited the future of these things. And April's going to tell us a little bit about what we're doing.
All right, thanks, Alan. So here, the ballerina series has been on the market for a while. There's several colors available already on the market. This is a double flowering polyanthus type of Primula that was bred by Curley and Company in the UK. And the original goal of this was to get a double flowering polyanthus type. When they bred together some different seeded varieties along with some really old varieties out of the UK, the result was a double flowering polyanthus primula, but it was short, and those became the ballerinas.
They're very beautiful. And,
yes.
And, you know, I know you're going to tell us what's going on in the future of this, but look at that. I mean, I could put that on the table in my room, or I could put it in my garden. It would be spectacular.
It is a really good series, and super hardy, too. These are zone 4. So they kept working, and what they came out with, they started to get some flower lift. So now what we're seeing is the flowers being lifted above the foliage, and I like to think of the ballerina as a small, and then now medium, we have the Pollyanna series. And there's about 8 colors in the Pollyanna series, and interestingly enough, this particular one smells like Fruit Loops, if you like to smell Fruit Loops.
I know what you do that. Fruit Loops don't do it for you. Good for that. That's great.
But as they kept tinkering around and breeding, they came out with they saw some really big varieties, and they're like, this looks perfect for the Americans. And so that's what we're seeing here. These 4 here, these are the pretty pollies. And these are really big varieties. This is 1 plant per pot. These were planted in week 37 in Watsonville, California. So they do need fertilization, but you can see the difference in the size on these. So the flowers and the foliage is bigger, but the flowers are really lifted above the foliage. And this is really a different type of primula for the marketplace.
So primula being primula, you know, we've always had primula around us. In the UK, it's just primula heaven and all that, and certainly on the coast. But I would love to see these extend a little bit further east and certainly a little bit further north. And I think PPL has a chance here. And growers, listen to this now. If we could get them into a bit of a fall market, you know, southeast or wherever, and it would, you know, complement with a lovely, beautiful, wonderful pansies and violas and things. Think what we could do with this. And I know this would be a little more expensive than a pansy, but also look at the value you're going to get for your money. Yeah. Anyway, I love these things, April. I think you guys have done a great job, and I hope we can see a whole bunch more in the future.
Of course, thank you.
Well, good. From PPL now, this is Dr. A, and we'll see you down the road.